Need for Biafra agitation again amid Southeast integration under Tinubu's government. Sincerely speaking, this is a statement coming out from now a leader in the Southeastern region. I'm going to be showing you in full details of why and what made him to make this particular statement. As if that is not enough, this is now amid Nnamdi Kanu's captivity and trial and the fact that he's still in detention. Now, Dave Umahi was actually one of the persons who have made this particular statement. One will begin to ask, Dave Umahi, what is the reason why you have made this statement against your own brother that is actually agitating, assuming though not conceding that he started agitating for his own interest? He made sure he agitated for the interest of his people. And it is clear. Now, Dave Umahi did not probably, interrogate Nnamdi Kanu to know the reasons why he actually agitated for the indigenous people of Biafra. It is obvious that the agitation is coming based on the marginalization the Igbos are actually facing. Now, because Dave Umahi has been appointed as the Minister for Works under Bola Ahmed Tinubu's government, he has now been sent to come and water the ground and speak against Nnamdi Kanu. And this is a way of even telling Justice James Omotosho that Nnamdi Kanu should be held culprit. He should be indicted with what he has stated. I'm going to be showing you full details of what he has stated. But before I do that, I want to leave you with this particular video for you to hear clearly. And it's also a message the Igb0s are actually sent to President Donald Trump. And it's a message also replying to what Dave Umahi is about to say in this particular video. Watch and see the plea of these Igbo people. And when we come back, we'll continue.
Of our meeting to tell the President of the United States of America that it is now time to separate the Biafrans and the Nigerians to allow peace, to save the Christians. As long as the Fulanis are in Nigeria, Christians shall never have security and peace of mind. Mr. President, just on the 8th of December, in the Middle Basin of Adamawa State, Christian women were peacefully protesting in Adamawa State. Christian women. What happened? Nigerian soldiers, Nigerian army came down and opened fire on them and shot dead 9 Christian women. They will never do this to the Fulani Muslims. But Christian women were massacred on the 8th of December simply because they are Christians. So as long as the Fulanis are here with us in Nigeria, Christians will have no peace and security. And that's why we are pleading to Mr. President to separate the Christians and the Muslims to allow peace to them, as President George W. Bush did in Sudan. Mr. President, I just give you the numbers or the states that we want to be separated from us. The 10 Muslim states of northern Nigeria. I also make an appeal that America allows them with the Quran and the Sharia law. Let them go with the Sharia law. And we, the Christians, we go with our Bible and our cross. This is our Bible here. And our cross. This is the Christians of Biafra. To be separated from the Muslims. The 10 Muslim states that must be allowed to be independent are Sokoto, Zamfara, Kebbi, Katsina, Jigawa, Kano, Bauchi, Gombe, Yobe, and Borno State. Mr. President, these are the 10 Muslim states that must be allowed to be independent. Then you allow we Christians, our Bible and our cross, from Kaduna State to whole Middle Belt and down to Atlantic Ocean, that is the Republic of Biafra, including Southwest Cameroon. So allow the Christians of our Bible and our cross, and allow the Muslims to go along with their Quran and their Sharia law. Let both sides be separated to allow peace to reign. With the cross of Jesus Christ, we said to Mr. President, it's time to separate the Christians and the Muslims of Nigeria to allow peace to reign, to end the ongoing killings of our people. And finally, Mr. President, during the 2020 United States presidential election, these same Muslims, Fulanis, controlling the Nigerian government, and the British government, and the Italian government, they rigged the 2020 US presidential election and rigged you out and imposed Joe Biden and the American people and the world. It's now time to pay them back. It's now time for you to announce that Biafra should be independent. I remember this, Mr. President, that these people behind me here are the Christians, the wandering Jews of West Africa. As was defined by Henry Kissinger, that these people here, the Biafran people, are the wandering Jews of West Africa, and it's time now to separate the Biafra and Nigeria to allow peace to reign. Can you say amen? Amen. Mr. President, there's nothing else to do. We don't want any more delegation to come to Nigeria. We want you to separate the Biafra and Nigeria to allow peace to reign. May God bless the United States of America. May God bless President J. Trump. May God bless Israel. And may God bless the wandering Jews of West Africa, the Biafran people, who are today crying for independence. And we say, may God bless the United States of America, Israel, and the Biafran people. Can you say amen? Amen. Shalom.
Yes, I believe you've heard clearly for what they have stated. This is now a clear indication that they have started calling on President Donald Trump to come and do the needful. And, in answers to that particular plea, now the UK government and the US government has actually destabilized and rejected the plea from the Nigerian government to strategize and state that the IPOB is a terrorist group. Now, as you could see on your screen, now this is now a clear message to Minister of Works, being Dave Umahi, on the statement he made. As you can see on your screen, Dave Umahi, Works Minister, said that no need for Biafra agitation again amid Southeast integration under Tinubu's government. A lot of persons started being so curious to know the reason why Dave Umahi will be sold out to make this statement against his people and against the fact that Nnamdi Kanu was renditioned from Kenya and brought to Nigeria, tortured, and now went to life sentencing and be transferred to Sokoto, and his appeal is being frustrated. In full details, the Minister of Works, being Senator Dave Umahi, has now asserted that calls and has made calls for a separate Biafran state are no longer warranted, highlighting what he described as the unprecedented integration of the Southeast into Nigeria's national development agenda under Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Umahi, former governor of Igb0s State, made the remarks while inspecting ongoing federal projects in the region. The visit was captured in a viral video that has since gone viral. He noted that sentiments of marginalization, which previously fueled separatist movements, have significantly eased due to substantial federal investments in roads and other critical infrastructure across the Southeast. There will be no need for Biafra again, Umahi said. In the past administration, our people felt very much marginalized, and that was the reason some people were agitating for Biafra. But I can say today that we are well integrated into the mainstream of the nation Nigeria. He expressed gratitude to President Tinubu, describing the Southeast as comfortable and very happy with the current administration. In his excerpt, he stated, "We are comfortable with Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We are very happy with the integration." The minister read out the list of ongoing completed federal projects in the Southeast, stressing that many of them had stagnated for over a decade before Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration intervened. Look at what Dave Umahi is stating. Now, this shows a clear indication that Dave Umahi was actually sent. That, the agitation for Biafra was because Igbos are actually being marginalized. So, Bola Ahmed Tinubu has now watered the ground. As a matter of fact, he has done a lot of things. The Igbos are no longer marginalized, and everything he just stated. This is Dave Umahi making this statement amid Nnamdi Kanu being transferred from Abuja to Sokoto prison, facing series of trial and series of charges, and one of those charges is exactly what the UK and the US government has exonerated from Nnamdi Kanu. You could now see clearly that this is part of the reasons why they stated it clearly, that some Igbo leaders are actually the reasons why Nnamdi Kanu is still in detention up to date. Because if Dave Umahi could come out to state this is somebody that has not visited Nnamdi Kanu even as he's in Sokoto prison. The only Southeastern leader that has visited Nnamdi Kanu and commiserated with him is only Alex Oti, being the Abia State governor. You begin to ask yourself a question: why is it that Southeastern leaders are the reason why Nnamdi Kanu is facing everything he's facing? If Nnamdi Kanu is actually agitating that his people need freedom, Dave Umahi is inclusive. So why is he coming out to make this statement? So many other persons are also stating that this is exactly has shown that this man has been sold out. For crying out loud, why will you make statement against the integrity of your brother? Because this is also an avenue to tell Justice James Omotosho that whatever you have done, that you have ruled against Nnamdi Kanu agitation, is what is obtainable, because this man is not doing the bidding of the Igbo persons. Look at it. This is somebody making this statement. When Sunday Igboho was agitating for Yoruba nation, it is obvious that you cannot see a Yoruba, Southeastern, a Yoruba leader or a politician coming out to make statement against his brother or against the Yoruba nation agitation. This clearly shows that Dave Umahi, his intention is to come and run for probably 2030 or thereabout presidency for the Igbo nation. And it is obvious, a lot of persons have lamented bitterly that for you making this statement, we are going to actually come and make sure you don't get that Igbo presidency that you are agitating for. And it is obvious. I said to bring this to you. What is your take on this particular statement made by Dave Umahi? And if this is your first time meeting this channel, do well to often and always hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and click on the like button. What is your take and your view? And what is your reply to Dave Umahi for this statement he has made and telling the public telling the international community that there is no need for Biafra agitation again in southeastern region because Bola Ahmed Tinubu has done a lot of things. What are the things and significant things you could even state that Bola Ahmed Tinubu has done for the southeastern region? There is no seaport in the southeastern region. The southeastern residents and people are actually getting a lot of things in Lagos. They're actually building in Lagos, and after building they will tell them to leave Lagos, that Lagos is not their homeland. So is Dave Umahi now authentifying these things? React on the comment section, and thanks for watching. Do well to often hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and click on the like button so let's get information problem, will drop them here. See you in my next video. Bye.